Hi, do you have an HSA health savings account and are you covered under a health insurance plan, especially a group health insurance employer group health insurance plan? If so, you may be about to run into a problem if you're soon to go on Medicare or if you're already on Medicare. Hi, this is Bob Vineyard, your Medicare expert with the Georgia Medicare Minute. All right, let's talk about this. It's something I rarely run into, but recently I've encountered two situations that are almost identical, where there is an older spouse that is still working. The older spouse is over 65 and is working and is continuing under the group insurance plan for to make sure that their younger spouse also has health insurance coverage, and there's nothing wrong with that, although it can create some problems. That's for a whole nother video somewhere along the way. But here's the situation. If you have a health savings account and you've been contributing to it regularly for years, and I hope you have, and if you've been contributing the max, that's a great thing. But when you go on Medicare, you need to understand that you are not allowed to make contributions to your health savings account once you go on Medicare. And for a lot of people, that's age 65. Now, a number of folks will, even though they continue on their group insurance plan, they'll go ahead and sign up for Medicare Part A, and that's fine as long as you don't have an HSA. Or you have an HSA, but you're not going to make any more contributions. The problem comes in when you have an HSA and you go on Medicare A or B at any age, but let's just say age 65, and you continue making contributions just like you always have. You will get into trouble there, and you will encounter you've made excess contributions. There's an excise tax associated with it, and I'll let your accountant explain all that to you. But basically, there are some situations where you may not want to. And now, if you have a spouse and that spouse has been covered under your group insurance plan, then that spouse also qualifies for his or her own health savings account. Now keep in mind, a health savings account is a bank account. That's all it is. It doesn't have to be with a bank. It could be with a credit union. It could be with an investment firm. But it's essentially a bank account. And money in the account is used to pay for out-of-pocket medical expenses, including prescription drugs. In some cases, you can pay some premiums, health insurance premiums out of that. There's a lot of things you can do, and they're actually wonderful. But if you are turning 65 and you're going to sign up for Medicare Part A, which a lot of people do, and they keep their group insurance plan, then you can continue making contributions, deposits, HSA deposits, but you can't do them for yourself. If you're the one that's 65 or older, you can make them for your spouse, but don't continue putting in dollars into your account and into your spouse's account once you go on Medicare, because the rules say no, you can't do that. And unfortunately, I've run into two people, as I said, that apparently were not aware of that. And so now all of a sudden they have to go back and talk to the HSA administrator and find out, well, why didn't you tell me this? Well, what are we going to do to correct this? It's a big mess. It's a big mess. So the bottom line to this is, if you are covered under a high deductible health plan, either individually or through your employer, and you have a health savings account, either individually for just yourself, or if you're married, if you have a separate HSA account, because you can't have there's not a jointly titled health savings account. It's a his and hers kind of thing. But you can continue making contributions For your younger spouse who is under 65, you just can't make any for yourself. So there's a lot of rules that you have to be aware of, and don't find out about them too late once you've been contributing. Like one client has, once you've been contributing for 5 years, that's a little bit late to find out that you've been doing it wrong. So this is Bob Vineyard, your Medicare expert with the Georgia Medicare Minute. You take care. Have a great day.